Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing all right. Today we're going to be looking at the Sussexes and Netflix. There's been reports in the papers that the Sussexes want to re-edit the Netflix and push the release date back to next year. So we're going to have a look and see what's happening with that, see what the cards can tell us. But before I start, thank you very much for being here. If you're new here, please like, share and subscribe. And ignore the cat. If you've been here for a day, a week, a year, thank you so much. I do appreciate your support. And there's stuff in the description box down below. You can have a look at that. It's my social media and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And this is a new setup, so I hope it works all right. I hope the sound's all right and everything. I have tested it, but you know, you're the guys who are watching, so let me know what you think. And yeah. So let's have a look and see how this Harry and Meghan are getting on with Netflix. Let's have a look at Harry first. Here's the Queen of Swords. So he's went in there, he's got some advice, he's got some legal advice. Well, they're very quick, very sharp, got a very good business acumen. It can be a little bit cold. It can be, the energy can be quite abrupt and to the point. They don't mince the words, they're very direct. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's got this kind of feminine energy around him. It could be somebody who is working with his foundation. It could be somebody who's working wherever, but there is somebody else involved, probably calling the shots. And it does look like he would be, with the Queen of Swords there straight away, it just looks like he wants to be in a renegotiation phase. What's crossing him is happy families. There is something in the Netflix that is going to upset and, excuse the cat, is going to upset the family, and he's very aware of it, and he doesn't want that to come out. So he's going to try and put a stop to it, because that's what's pressing, and that's what the Queen of Swords energy. So there's definitely something about the family in there. Again, wealthy families. We've got two of the family cards. We've got the 10 of coins and the 10 of cups, and that's a wealthy family, a happy family. Yeah, so what's known about his family? We know there's got lots of family stuff going on at the minute. And underneath is the King of Swords. So the reason why he wants it changed is because maybe his truth bombs aren't that truthful. Maybe his truth bombs aren't that real. Maybe it's a little bit imagined. There's some shady business going on. With the King of Swords in reverse, it can often indicate that there's some underhand activity, dodgy dealings, stuff like that. So allegedly for entertainment purposes only, it's sometimes even criminal. So it's not the best look. The Tower in reverse. Yeah. This is the karmic stuff coming home to roost. He is very aware that things have gone wrong. We get the Tower in reverse a lot when we're reading on Harry and Meghan at the minute. And he is just, poof, he's just like, oh my God, this is basically from the Queen's funeral and whatever happened around there, things have not gone to plan, and it's his own karma. He made his own bed with this. What we've got is the King of Coins there. So he wants to be seen as a generous and a good light, as very giving. And the King of Coins can denote some kind of benevolence. So maybe this could be Netflix going on right then. And we have the 9 of Coins in reverse there. It's a very generous energy around him at the minute. This is somebody who wants to probably be seen as very giving, very kind. But when it's in reverse, it's somebody who's yeah, We have the Fool in reverse. He knows it's a risk. There is lots of risks involved with this. He's made a stupid decision, and it's traveling. Oh. Again, here we have the swords, and it's more sneaky behavior. There's some movement. He doesn't want to necessarily, maybe this the six of swords there is he feels like he has to move on this, he has to do it, and he doesn't necessarily want it to come out quickly. In the short term, there is good news for him, but in the long term, there is more sneaky behavior. Interesting. So I think they're going to get the edits, some of the edits through that they want, but there's still stuff coming out there. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Let's see if the cards with Megan match up at all. Prince of Wands. Megan is a Leo, fire sign, Wands. The Prince of Wands is somebody who's very in there, very determined, very passionate. They really feel like this energy is just, they are determined to get their way no matter what. And then we get the Five of Wands. So she feels like it's not being fair. It's not being a fair deal. She feels like she's on the defensive and on the attack. So I don't think this is going that well. Oosh. She feels like, again, there's a lot of judgment around this, yeah? So she feels like she's getting judged. But everybody knows, like, the truth, some of the truth stuff, or alleged truth, is coming out about the courtiers. The palace said, oh, we're not repressing it, but then the court, you know, but then the books come out. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. The palace said they would repress the report. They weren't going to release the bullying report, but there was a book as well that's come out. So she really feels like, but with it being upright, it's fair. She's just like, got to trust your judgment. The Pope underneath. This is all because here we have the Hierophant. While Harry sees it as his family, she really sees this as the as an entity, as a government, as a monarchy. She doesn't necessarily see it as family. She sees it as the royal family. So she feels like she's going up against the system. So yeah, let's have a look and see what's leaving the situation. We've got the Star. Okay, this was meant to be that big change that we were talking about. There's a lot of that energy at the starting point of it. When the Tower energy happened, they had just come off what was meant to be their big comeback tour. They had just come back. We were about to do Well Child. They'd done Dusseldorf for the Invictus Games. They'd done One World Young Summit, something in Manchester. And Megan was in all papers. She was everywhere. She was saying about, she was doing her word salad speeches. She was like in and out of everything. So it's very, well, Harry's like had a massive shake up about this Netflix thing and he's concerned about it. She's like, drats, my plans have been foiled. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. King of Pentacles, King of Coins, both at the same place. Okay, so there's definitely something coming out about Prince Harry soon around this. Definitely something very Harry focused about the Netflix stuff. What we've got there, the Three of Swords, getting over some heartbreak and hardship. Let's have a look at that. Balance, weighing opportunity up. Weighing what she does up next up. Temperance in reverse. What she doesn't want is to get wishy-washy and her message get lost and her art get lost. And now what's that then? The Four of Swords. Okay, so she doesn't want to. There is definitely some differences in the cards, but they both, all of them tell this story where there is the King of Pentacles there, and what's wrecked Harry's world. She's coming out of what was meant to be her moment to having to change direction, having to do things because of the monarchy, while Harry's focusing on the family. And there's going to be something coming out about Prince Harry with it. And here we have the the differences. So she mightn't be doing too, actually, when I say about it, she mightn't be doing too well. There's definitely a disjoint with Meghan at the minute. She's came out of this kind of like striding forward and having this kind of like big, almost bombastic energy, I'm coming back kind of energy, and then it's kind of went and panicked, and then it always gets wishy-washy when you're reading near what she's doing right at this minute. That's interesting. I just want to see and have a look and see what Netflix think. Okay, so they're working and they're feeling like maybe they're being overly generous to them. It's causing a lot of stress over at Netflix. It's causing a lot of stress with the people who are dealing with them. There might be a break. Maybe... Okay. Because we're in a corporation, it's quite cold. So it's... there is a threat, and they know that there is awareness that there might be a split. They know the world is watching, which is absolutely good for Netflix. But let's see what's leaving it. Wheel of Fortune. They're like, oh. King of Wands. There is the King of Wands. So we've got two King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. I wonder if the King of Wands somebody at the Sun in reverse. Okay, so with Netflix, they do have a positive kind of spin on it, but with the Sun in reverse and all that kind of stress going on in that area, there's definitely something happening with kids. With the King of Wands appearing, maybe that's someone to do with Netflix, maybe, yeah, somebody spinning out there. We have got the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new start and a rethink again with the Death card. What they don't want to do is keep going back and changing things. And here we have the Six of Cups. So this whole deal might be more focused on childhood and children and harking back to Harry's past and stuff like that. There's something about children with the Netflix stuff and focusing back on that. But it's difficult to read on a corporation because it's a many-headed entity. It's, you know, but there we go. What do you think about that? What do you think any of the cards were saying to you? I always like reading what you guys think and reading the comments. Thank you very much for being here, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.